Se me ensucia mi cámara, fíjate. Hey, let me clean my camera. Hi guys. How are you guys? I hope you're having a great day. I'm just here at home after a nice Christmas day. I hope you guys are having a very nice after Christmas. I hope you guys have some leftovers that you have to enjoy. I am here because I like to speak about, I guess, family dynamics. I have a lot to speak about family dynamics, and I decided to go live today because it's a day where people hopefully are still in a good spirit from yesterday that was Christmas, and maybe people are susceptible to listening to me since they're in a good spirit today, hopefully. And it's about to be New Year's, and I specifically don't have a lot of time that I'm going to be spending with family. So I figured that I would come online and speak about why it is that I don't, come around my family members, or why I'm not allowed around my family members. And well, one of the biggest reasons is because they know that basically that I'm an addict, and it's hard to admit it. And I'm an addict of marijuana. That's the only addiction I have, and it's hard for people to understand why I would use it, or why I smoke it. Sometimes, and sometimes it helps me because I get a lot of spasms. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have a plate in my spine here. I have a scar. I don't know if it's visible. I was trying to clean my camera to see if you guys can see it good. And I don't have any viewers, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I want to talk about this. It's sincerely super hard for me to deal with my family members because they're not very accepting of the human person that I am. And to the point where I'm not allowed around my grandkids. I'm not allowed around my mom, or I'm not allowed. I have 25 brothers and sisters, and I spent I spend Christmas alone. I'm not allowed really around my family. And I know a lot of addicts are not allowed around their families, and that's why I'm making this video, this live, because addiction is super relevant in the United States right now, and fentanyl use is basically killing people off. I live very close right now. I live in Philadelphia, and I live very close to Kensington Street, and I see it every day. I saw a girl. I see people with wounds, their arms that are open. And, my family, when they see me, they see all the wounds, that I have on my arms, and they think that's because I've used, but I've never really used. And so I've never used hardcore drugs that my family thinks I have. And so these wounds I have are fight wounds, and most of the people that judge me the most are the ones that I fought with, and they even caused me these wounds. And the number one person that caused my wounds was my ex-husband. And he's been talking crap about me for years. And some of my kids are grown up now, and I just saw them for Thanksgiving, and I finally got to see, my kids after years and years. I wasn't allowed around my kids even for like 15 years because my ex accused me of using hard drugs in court and stuff, and I never really used hardcore drugs. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's really hard when you are judged and misjudged for people that use hardcore drugs, and I'm not judging or saying that I'm any better than anybody else. I'm just here to say that using a drug is using a drug, and society is going to look at you in a way where you're not accepted, and you're just not going to ever be accepted. And you got to be clean, and you got to be healthy, because evidently somebody that's high is noticeable in society, and somebody that is drunk is noticeable because you look impaired. And so it's really funny to me when the police stop people, and they can tell right away. They are trained to see when people are impaired. And it's so funny to me how people think that they can get away with it. And it's funny how people actually do get away with it, just living a life where they're always high or they're always drunk. And it's hard for me to understand why some people judge, some drugs over other drugs. Like, for example, I've had this alcohol beverage for like 2 months and it sits there. I don't drink alcohol. I'm not even tempted to drink alcohol, but people that drink alcohol tend to judge people because we smoke weed. And so to me, like, I use it as a cleaner. Like, I'm gonna clean my freaking I'm gonna clean my see if I can clean this so you guys can see me better. Although I have no viewers, but I don't care. I'm gonna clean this to see if it gets cleaner so you guys can see me better. That's what I use it for. I use it for cleaner. To me, it's like alcohol, so should be able to clean like there. Boom. Is it clear? I wish this was clear. So a lot of people judge me because they say that I'm high all the time. And I decided to make these lives every day so my family sees that I'm okay. People that are high, they are not even here, let me fix my lips. They cannot even keep up a conversation. They're not even aware of what's going on. And so I want to look okay. Can you guys see me? Well, my makeup's not done or anything, but I wanted to make this live so my family, ultimately, people that know me, see that I'm okay every day. So I'm going to start doing live every day on YouTube. And I want to talk about domestic violence. I want to talk about surviving the court systems that are really harsh on people that are addicts and people that need to get over certain things in your life. You need to get over certain addictions, and you need to get over certain relationships, and you need to overcome specifically certain relationships that have harmed you. And so I'm here to talk about domestic violence and the harm that domestic violence has caused in my life. And I'm also here to talk about the consequences of too much aggression in people. Like, people need to not be so aggressive. People need to be kinder, because ultimately all the problems in the world are because people are not kind enough to one another. I think it's ridiculous that in this day and age we have wars in Russia. This is ridiculous. Russia is one of the oldest freaking countries in the world. What are you doing, Russia? What are you doing? Ukraine doesn't want to be married to you. It's like a freaking Russia. This government, Putin, is like a freaking polygamous husband that has all these wives. Like, all these counties are all your wives. You already have enough wives, Putin. This wife over here, number 23, she doesn't want to be married to you no more. She wants to be her own country. Like, men need to learn to give people their independence. Like, if a wife doesn't want to be with you no more, give her divorce. Make it easy. Don't be going to court and fighting for 15 years over custody. Like, my ex, what did he do? He took me to court because he had the money. I didn't have the money. So guess what? Guess what? I was the plaintiff. Yeah, he took me to court to take my kids away and take my rights away. And so not only he took my rights away here in the United States, he took my rights away in Mexico. So I'm here to talk about that. The violence that they exist in the court. Going to court is seriously super stressful. At least for me, it was very stressful. I don't deal with any kind of authorities or authority figures very well. I had a lot of issues with my mom when I was growing up. I'm sorry, but she was not the easiest person to get along with. And I had a lot of issues consequently. Sorry, I'm going to fix my lips a minute. Sorry, I'm live doing this, guys, but since I learned how to do live now, you're gonna have to put up with me. I'm gonna fix my lip a little bit. Sorry. Here, how about that? Boom. I fixed my lip for you guys. There. Is it prettier now? Although I don't have any viewers, but I just wanted to talk about how important it is to have mental peace and how important it is to provide kindness to anybody you meet, how important your impact is as a human being in your environment. I'm an analytical thinker. I analyze a lot. Maybe because I'm autistic, I don't know. I analyze situations, and my daily life and my livelihood is dependent on analyzing the environment that I'm in. And so, if there's not peace in my environment, I don't have peace myself. And so, I like to be in spaces that are quiet, and I don't tolerate a lot of noise, or I don't tolerate being in ambiances where there's other humans anymore. I don't trust other human beings at all. I became very solitaire. Because I don't trust anybody anymore. I've had the person that I love the most throw me out of a vehicle that was going over 55 miles an hour, and my neck snapped while I was pregnant with his baby. So it's hard for me to trust other human beings. Um, there were a lot of murders in my family, too many murders. I'm the oldest granddaughter of Herbal LeBarons, and when I was growing up from 1970 until 1980, there was at least 7 murders in the family, which were very strange. There was murders from when I was 10 years old all the way till I was 20 years old. There's more than 20 murders in my family. And the state that I come from, Chihuahua, Mexico, is one of the biggest states in the country. And also there's more murders per capita in that state than anywhere else in the world in this day and time. And I'm not counting Gaza right now, and I'm not counting Ukraine, but there's a lot of feminicidios, which is killings of women being disappeared. And I was supposed to be a statistic, and I'm here to tell my story. That's why I'm going live. That's why I'm speaking about it. I fixed my camera so it's more, I guess, nicer. Sorry about my, there, how about that? Is that nicer? Do I look like a queen now? Well, it says I have no live viewers, so nobody comes and views my lives. So I guess I'm okay still speaking of whatever I want. So I guess I can have people like my live. I'm going to give myself some hearts because I can do it. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm probably going to go on to my TikTok. I have a TikTok. And nobody knows me on here, so I don't have any viewers. So I hope you guys have a good day. Because it's kind of awkward to me to speak and I don't have an audience. So I'll come back tomorrow and see if I have any viewers. Check out my videos that I posted about my life, and I will keep speaking tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.